Hey everyone, today we're going to do some more practice with eighth notes and adding that into our sight singing. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is identify the pitches, then we're going to go over the solfege. We'll clap out the rhythms and point that out in a minute, and then we'll sight sing the whole thing, okay? So let's get started. We know that we start on middle C, so let's start there. So we have going up from our step from C to D, right? And we have D to E, E to F, F to G, going right up in a row, which is kind of cool. Then we have A, B, C, back down to B, back up to Do. Oh, I don't know why I said do. C. C is do usually. That's why I said that. Sorry. So C. Then we have B, A, G, down a step to F, down a step to E, down a step to D, ending on C. Then we have the same note, C, D, E, we go down, D, E, F to G, G to A, back down to G. We got a gag in there today. We got A or Gaga, like Lady Gaga. Back down to G. Then we have E, up to F, down to E, down to D, and we end on C. I hope that wasn't too fast for you, friends. If it is too fast and you're like, Mrs. Schaefer, you need to calm down and slow down, let me know, and I will slow it down a little bit. But I'm figuring by now we're getting the hang of this thing and identifying notes by now, and hopefully getting real good at it so it's not too hard, but you never know. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the solfege part of it. So let's do that. So we've got C, which is do, which is what I said earlier. And then we have re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Ti, do. We go back to ti, and then we go back up to do, down to ti, down to la, down to sol, down to fa, down to, oops, sorry, mi. Sorry about that, I got ahead of myself. We have re and do, same note here, do, and we kind of go up the line here, so re, mi, down to re, back up to mi, up to fa, sol, la, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And again, if that's too quick for you and you're like, Mrs. Schaefer, holy moly, slow down. Let me know and I'll make sure to do it a little bit slower. But again, I'm hoping that we're getting the hang of this thing and hoping that it's not too confusing for us. Okay, so I don't see any rests in here right now, so we're going to focus on just the eighth notes. So let's point those out real quick so we can remember when we are singing these out and clapping these out, we know where they are, right? So we're on beat 1. We're on beat 2 here, so it's on beat 2. I like to say 2 and, right? 3, 4, we got beat 1, beat 2. I'm just pointing out the eighth notes because I think we know the other ones. Then we have 3, 4, we're 2 beats. 1, 2 again, beat 2, 2 and, that's what I'm doing there. 3, 4, 1, oh, beat 2 again, 2 and, 3, 4. Kind of have a pattern there. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, we're on beat 4, and, right, to make that one beat. 1, 2, so we do 2 and 3, 4, and then we have 1, 2 again, 2 and then we have 3, 4, same deal, and then 1, beat 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so let's try to clap this out here and get the hang of the eighth notes, where they're all placed, and then we'll try to sing this here in just a little bit. So let's clap this out. I'm gonna snap and point to each of these notes and then have you clap along with me, okay? So 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. How'd you do? Hopefully you did well. Now let's move on to singing. So I'll give our starting pitch, which is do. Okay, so let's try it. So 1, 2, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. How'd you do? Hopefully you did well and it wasn't too confusing. And we're gonna do one more quick exercise here and then we will be done. So let's try to go over this the way we did the last one. Okay, so we start with middle C, go up to D, E, F, G, same note, G, F, G, A, B, C, same note, in a row. I love when that happens. Down to A, down to G, up to A, down to G, down to F, and down to E, back up to F, down to E, down to D, and we end on C. So now we're going to add in the solfege here, which we know C is do. So let's go through it here. Re, mi, fa, sol. And then we go back down to fa, up to sol, up to la, ti. And we have 3 do's in a row. Lots of fun. We go down to ti, la, sol, up to la, down to sol, fa, mi, back up to fa, down to mi, down to re, and we end on do. Nice. So let's try to do this last part here, and we'll clap the beats. I'm going to point out the eighth notes real quick, and then we'll clap them out. So really quickly, we've got beat 1 and, right? Getting a little crazy with all the notes and numbers, but same deal, beat 1 and, right? This one's on beat 2. So we have 2 and, right? 3, 4, so 1, 2, beat 2, 3, the rest are good. Okay, so I'm only pointing out the eighth notes to kind of just get you to keep your eye out for them, okay? So we know the first one's right away, 1 and 2, 3, right? So I'll count you off and we'll clap those out. I'm gonna point to each of them and snap, so I'm gonna have you clap along with me, okay? So let's try it, ready? So 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How'd you do? Hopefully that wasn't confusing. Now what I'm going to have us do is sing it. So I'll give us a starting pitch. We go like this. Do. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. How'd you do? Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Starting right off on an 8th note's kind of confusing, but thank you for participating along with me, clapping and singing and listening along, and I will see you next time.